You've done it again, boys. You've done it again. 30,000 subscribers. Oh my goodness. It wasn't that long ago that we were at 20,000, and before then 10,000. So, wow. We're growing very, very quickly. Thank you all very, very much. As always, I'm gall.P, and here we are for another Q&A session. I don't know if you can tell, my voice is sort of dying. My throat's been killing me for the past few days. And we had one of our school events a few days ago, and so I was yelling a lot during that, trying to get the boys all riled up. So yeah, that was always fun. Anyway, let's not dawdle on for any longer. Let's get our questions, and we're just going to go straight to the YouTube comments. There were some Twitter comments, but I took it upon myself just to answer them straight away, just via text. So don't feel shy just to post like a question on Twitter or on YouTube, just in the comments. I'll be sure, I try to get around to as many comments as I can. But oh, by the way, you're probably thinking I don't look very old anymore, because this is the one time you will see me look like a newborn baby, with my facial hair shaved and my hair cut pretty short, because I actually went to get a haircut yesterday and I quite like it. Anyway, first question from a Black Guy. Oh, geez, that's an interesting username. Have I ever been to Japan? No is the short answer to that, but I do wish I can go to Japan. Even before I was like a fan of like anime and like Japanese culture and all that, ever since I was young, I always wanted to go to Japan, just because it looked so different compared to here. In Australia, that is. So really, really keen on going to Japan, maybe in the next couple of years, hopefully. Kikuri asks, what has been the hardest drum cover / covers to do? I've sort of answered this in the past, that it's a lot of double bass songs, just because I don't have a double bass pedal. I use a hi-hat pedal. Actually, you know what? I might actually show it to you guys for once, because I usually don't show it. So I use basically this thing on my bob, which is my hi-hat controller, and yeah, I alternate feet between this and my actual bass pedal. So yeah, it's a little odd to play with, and it takes a lot of getting used to for certain songs, and it means a lot of different failed attempts. But other than that, sometimes a couple fast songs trip me up with like with very quick sort of eighth notes on the hi-hat, just because I play right-handed even though I'm left-handed, so naturally this hand is weaker, so this one tires out quite quickly. So endurance is something I have to build up. Eddie McGarry asks, how many takes for a cover? So my boy Eddie, it takes oh, puns. Anyway, it takes anywhere from, I mean, the first take to probably like 30 takes. It really depends on the difficulty of the song and whether I've practiced it enough, because sometimes I'll practice a song for like 30 minutes and then go straight into recording, and obviously that might mean I take longer to record it. But other times I'll just fluke the song sometimes and just get it first try, so that's always a really nice thing to do. Sometimes I purposely try to do those things on Fridays just because I can call it first try Fridays. It's just a little thing that I have. Death Voy asks, who are your favorite YouTubers? In general, I watch a bit of Joey the Anime Man. A lot of you guys actually compare him to me in terms of my voice, just because we're both Australian. Noble of Lost Paws, Misty Connexia, a lot of those anime YouTubers, as well as a couple of Let's Players, just because when I was young, I love video games, and even now I love video games, but especially like Nintendo stuff. I used to watch a lot of Nintendo Capri Sun. I mean, I think I'm still subscribed to him, but I don't watch his content as much. Still watch a lot of Chugga Conroy, and that is by far one of my most favorite YouTubers of all time. Punches asked me, how's life? We're asking the deep questions, aren't we? Life is doing pretty well. I mean, I'm in my final year of school, which ties into another question that somebody asked on in the comments of how school. Yeah, it's my last year of school this year, so things are definitely ramping up academically, which will obviously take time away from my channel and just to drum in general. On top of that, you would have seen on one of my Twitter posts, I think last month actually, almost to the day, I'm a college leader. And no, college in Australia means high school, not university as we call it. So yeah, I'm one of the lucky 15 of my year 12 cohort to have been elected a leader, so that's always fun. But it means that I have to do more work at school, but it's something I did voluntarily and I absolutely love it. So that's always fun. Miguel Alvarez asks, what are your favorite animes of the Winter 2018 season so far? And oh man, Winter 2018 has been a pretty good one so far. I've heard some interesting things about Darling in the Franxx or whatever. I think that's what it's called. Just because of that one girl that everybody's frothing over. By the way, that's an Australian term or just some slang for you. Citrus is something I'm really enjoying. Although we watch it as sort of like a guilty pleasure. Because I watch it with a friend as well. We've got to catch up on quite a few episodes. I think we've seen up to episode 4. Even though I think 8 episodes are out by now. Maybe even 9. And Tagagi-san is another... Skilled Teaser Tagagi-san, I think it is another show that I'm really, really enjoying. Red asks, what anime character would you remove from existence? Remove from existence? That's such a harsh thing to do. I have no idea who I'd remove. I mean, if I could, I'd probably try to remove... See, I was gonna say Kirino Kosaka from Oraimo. Just because... I want... ISA to end up with Kyosuke. But like, if you remove Kirino from existence, then it's just like, you can't remove anyone from existence because it's just gonna have like a bad butterfly effect and you won't be able to get the outcome that you want by getting rid of someone from existence. And 2, what anime character would you bang? Look man, I'm a man of class. I would never bang any anime. Reflection Gaming asks, who is your favorite anime male character? Okay, well, hands down, it's got to be Hachiman Hikigaya from Oragairu. But there's also Yato from Noragami. There's Araragi Koyomi from the Monogatari series. And more recently, you've got Lelouch Lamperouge from Code Geass, because that boy is, oh my god, that boy is like the best. He's such a cool guy. The guy asked, will you ever do a face review? How many times am I going to get this question? Hello? Look at me. This is a face reveal. Noah Vang asks, are you married? Do I look the age to be married? I'm 17. Soon to be 18 in like 5 months. But like, I'm 17, dude. Shidlord asks, dubs or subs or both? Now this is the one question that, this divides the anime community so hard, but I'm gonna say both. Because in some cases, you have the dub that's like possible, and in some cases it's actually better than the sub, and in other cases the sub just sounds a lot better. Personally, I watch a lot of subbed shows. I'll probably watch it sub first, just because that's the show's like original casting, I guess. That's the original casting of the show. That's what the director of the show wanted these particular people to voice the characters of that particular show. And I mean, the same thing can be said for dubs. But I probably watched the dub on the second time, and I might have said this in previous videos. There was a time period where I would only watch dub animes, and that was at the start of my whole anime watching career, hobby. But yeah, the High School DxD dub, I personally like that a lot. Data Live dub, very good. I've heard that the Panty and Stocking dub is actually like better than the sub. And of course, we can't forget about Black Clover, can we? Beautiful. Mini Molecule asks, what kit do you use in your e-drum out of the 15 kits? Well, my friend, good thing we got this here. I actually use the third kit out of the TD1 module, and if I just play something real quick, let's not have my metronome play. Yeah, so I used kit 3 on the TD1 module, and it sounds a little like this. I'll just get a recording up real quick. So yeah, it's just a bit of a playing example of the TD1, and I personally like the one the most. I mean, you have some other kits that are pretty nice. You got some metal kits, some jazz, some funk, but that one I reckon is like just the best sort of studio feel to it, and it's the one I generally practice on. OKC for Life asks, are there specific drumsticks for electronic drums, and what drumsticks do I use? Well, there's really no specific drumsticks for electronic drums. I mean, you can get away with using any particular tip. Like I use nylons. I used to use wood tip as well. But yeah, so long as it's like a fresh pair of sticks, because you don't want to wreck the mesh head of any of the components if you have a mesh drum set. And what sticks do I use? I did use the Vic Firth 5As. But those ended up breaking on me after like 2 years. So, I mean, it's pretty bizarre to think that like electronic drums extend the life of a drumstick by like 2 years. That's amazing. But I use the ProMark American Hickory TX5BN. So 5B is something I originally wasn't a fan of because it's a lot larger, it's a lot thicker than your standard 5A, but it kind of helps with just endurance, and I don't know, I like playing my electronic drum set with these sticks, and then say if I play at school I'll just switch to 5As, and I feel like so light doing it. It's amazing. But my next pair of sticks I probably want to go back to Vic Firth 5As, maybe some 5A nylons, because I do like my nylon sticks a lot, even though it really doesn't make any difference to electronic drums specifically. Alex Procrastin asks, how was Aths Day? Oh, Aths Day. So this is the day that I was talking about just 2 days ago, Thursday. Hopefully this is uploaded on the day that allows for me to say 2 days ago. Or 3 days ago, actually. And I think you answered your own question, Alex, in the comment above. Yeah. Armand Barnett asks, my favorite High School DxD character and why? People generally like, from what I've heard, they like Rias, because she's like the main heroine. But, I mean, Akuno as well. I personally like Akuno as well, just because she's Akuno Himejima. But, probably my favorite, this is a very unpopular opinion, but Asia Argento. I don't know, she's just so pure and adorable. I just love her. Also because, I don't know, Issei wants to, protect her a lot, and Issei sort of treats her like the little sister. So, there's something, there's food for thought. I just like Asia Argento a lot. She's got a really nice design, she's cute, what can I say? Modblock TV asks, do I have any pets? Unfortunately, I don't. When I was very young, I think we were gonna get a fish, but that never happened, and then my brother and I were play fighting, as we do, and we ended up breaking the fishbowl. So, that pretty much further cemented our chances of not getting a pet or a fish. I've always wanted a dog. I'm quite a big animal lover. I'm supposed to be allergic to cats and dogs though, but anytime I'm around cats and dogs, I never see any signs of reactions, which is really weird. But I always wanted a dog. I think I might quite like a cat just because they're very chilled and laid back, whereas the dog might be a little energetic, but that has its own charm, so I don't know. Fonzie and Melodies, my boy, asked, how's Tagagi-san for you? Perfect, dude. I love it. And who was your winter 2018 waifu best girl? Probably... Actually, yeah, I can't even think. It's probably hands down Tagagi-san. While we're on the theme of romance and just a little past Valentine's Day, about half a month. When and where was your first kiss? Is it too cringy to tell? Oh my lord, what a question. This is the good stuff. When and where was my first kiss? So I would have been, I think I would have been 12 years old when it happened. And it was oh, I forget whose house it was, but we were on like the terrace of the house, and it was nighttime, there was nobody there, and like we had this sort of group, and we were like just like playing a game or something, and everyone went downstairs, and I was chilling up with the girl, and like we were underneath the blankets, because we were all underneath the blankets playing this like one weird game or something, we were like telling stories or whatever, and then everyone else went downstairs, me and the girl were still underneath, and we sort of went in a little close, and we're like, yeah, it's kissing time. Yikes, 12 years old. It's a little embarrassing. Do you think you'll be able to catch up to Nagy's talent? Hell nah, dude. That guy's on a whole nother level. And that's going to be it for the Q&A session 3. A bit of a shorter one this time, but yeah, I've sort of made a promise to a few friends to have an exact time limit. So I think like the source video is probably going to be like maybe 30 minutes long, but I'll condense it down to the time that you see in the bottom here. But yeah, just want to reiterate once again, thank you all so much for 30,000 subscribers. Be on the lookout for more things. As I said, there will be a video coming out later this week, hopefully. Just announcing something that I'm really looking forward to doing that will help me get into better contact with the community and my fans, of course, you guys, and will allow for a lot more viewer inputs, I guess, and just a lot of time for me to spend with you guys. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that, and you know, maybe support the idea that I have in mind, but only time will tell later this week when I upload the video, hopefully. But other than that, keep doing what you're doing. I love all the support, I love the comments, I love all the feedback that I get. It just keeps me going. My last year of school is obviously a stressful time because this is the 1 year where all my academic stuff pays off, and the comments and YouTube, all the positivity just keeps me going through school, through everything that happens in my life. So really, I really am grateful for all the feedback and comments and the nice words that all you people leave, and just the constant support on my videos. But before I get too sentimental, I'm going to end it there. So thank you all so much for watching, and yeah, I'll see you guys in another video. Keep being awesome.